Play It Again Sports specializes in baseball, softball, golf, and fitness. Stop in to buy, sell, or trade new and used sports and fitness equipment. Trade in and trade up at Play It Again Sports.
Welcome to In the Hoop. I'm George Ayub. I'm going solo today. My buddy Bobby Mills fighting a little laryngitis, so we will muddle on through. We're at Northwest High School, where we broadcast a thrilling game Friday night between Grand Island Northwest and the Class C1 Columbus Lakeview team. Northwest won that game 53-52, part of a 2-0 weekend for the Vikings. Other city schools, that was on the boys' side, and the girls' side, they won handily against Lakeview. Also got by York on Saturday night. So the Viking men and women went 4-0 over the weekend. Grand Island Senior High didn't fare as well. The 1-11 boys lost to Norfolk up in Norfolk, 60-27. Could not put the ball in the hoop. Then they went to Lincoln the next night, played the Lincoln High Lynx, a team that they had defeated earlier in the year at the HAC tournament, but lost that one 55-42. So the Islanders boys lose a pair to Norfolk and to Lincoln High. They're at Bryan on Saturday, but Friday night they'll be home against Lincoln Northeast, a game that we will broadcast on theindependent.com. As I said, the Vikings here, the boys, 53-52 winners over Lakeview. An alley-oop by Alex Larson on a pass from Derek McNeilis with in the last few seconds of the game sealed that one for the Vikings. They won 64-42 against York on Saturday night, so they run their record to 10-1. They are ranked third in the Omaha World Herald poll. I'm sorry, seventh. The boys are ranked seventh in the Omaha World Herald poll, and having a great season under Coach Ryan Rathke. Grand Island Central Catholic ran into probably one of the better C1 teams around. That was Kearney Catholic. They played in Kearney and lost that one 33-16. Yes, 16. Really, neither team could put the ball in the hoop that night as the boys lose to an undefeated Kearney Catholic team. The next night they lost to Donovan Trumbull 47-43. That game was at home. Central Catholic's going to play York Tuesday night. That's a game we'll broadcast on theindependent.com, and then they're going to head to David City Aquinas. Aquinas 5-6 on the year, York 6-3. I should back up a little bit and tell you that this week both the Viking girls and boys are on the road Friday they're on the road Tuesday, tomorrow, at Hastings St. Cecilia. The boys play the 3-6 Hastings St. Cecilia. And then on Friday, they will play Adams Central, who is 12-0, really tough C1 team. So that'll be a real challenge on the road at Adams Central for the Grand Island Northwest Vikings. Finally, Heartland Lutheran, our friends down on Highway 34, they're sporting a 4-7 record. They ran into a couple buzzsaws at the Lutheran Invitational Tournament in Seward this weekend. They played Lincoln Lutheran. They're two C1 teams, Lincoln Lutheran and Omaha Concordia. Lincoln Lutheran beat them 80-46, and Concordia 64-36 winners over the D2 Heartland Lutheran Hornets. Hornets, yeah. I was thinking of Giltner because Giltner are also. So anyway, they're gonna head to Hampton, or they'll host Hampton on Tuesday. Then they're heading up to St. Ed. Hampton is 4-6 in the season. St. Ed 1-10 before Saturday, which starts the Goldenrod Invitational Tournament for the Heartland Lutheran teams, both the boys and the girls squad. Those games we don't know yet. On the girls' side of the ledger, the Islanders lost a pair at Norfolk and at like the boys, and at Lincoln High. Their record is now 3-9, and they too will take on Lincoln Northeast. A game we'll broadcast Friday night, and then they're heading to Omaha Bryan. Grand Island Northwest girls 10-1, got 2 wins over the weekend. They're ranked third in the state. Terrific basketball team. You should if you get a chance, come out and watch them play. They're heading to St. Cecilia tomorrow. That's a 9-1 St. Cecilia team. They're C1, but they're very good. Actually, they're C2, but they're very good. And then they'll go to Adams Central as well on Friday, meet the 5-7 Adams Central Patriots. Grand Island Central Catholic girls went 1-1 over the weekend. They lost to a terrific Kearney Catholic team. Kearney Catholic boys and girls have not lost a basketball game this year. And they won against Donovan Trumbull 46-30 on Saturday. They will have York tomorrow night. We'll broadcast that game, and then they too, like the boys, head to David City Aquinas to meet the 9-2 Aquinas team. So they have the work cut out for them on Saturday night. Heartland Lutheran girls lost a pair to Concordia and Lincoln Lutheran High Northeast in the tournament. They were also in a tournament in Seward. They'll have Hampton and St. Ed. Hampton comes in 7-3. St. Ed girls are 5-6. So that catches us up on the local basketball teams. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsor, our new sponsor, Play It Again Sports.
Play It Again Sports is more than a used equipment store. We offer new equipment in all the top brands. East End baseball and softball, TaylorMade in golf, Schwinn in fitness, and we're the only Cliff Keen wrestling dealer in town. Stop into Garrett for spring and summer activities. Trade in and trade up at Play It Again Sports.
We are back with In the Hoop. I'm George Ayub. My partner, Bobby Mills, suffering a little laryngitis, so he's going to let me do all the talking, which sometimes I do anyway. Our broadcast schedule this week, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, will be at Grand Island Central Catholic High School. They will host Class B York Dukes. Central Catholic, the boys had an 0-2 weekend, as we mentioned earlier, and they'll tip their game off probably about 7:30-ish. The girls will start the action around 6, and they'll meet the York Dukes on their home court at Grand Island Central Catholic. So join us if you can. That's sponsored by Tom Densdale Automotive, and we'll bring you all the action of both the boys and girls. Friday night, also another broadcast from Grand Island Senior High School. They'll meet the Rockets of Lincoln Northeast. The Northeast Rockets, the boys are 2-9. Grand Island will come into that game 1-11. Should be a pretty good matchup. The young Grand Island squad has no seniors on the team. And they're playing tough. They're playing hard. We'll see how they match up against the Rockets, who Kearney defeated over this weekend over in Kearney. So that's our broadcast schedule. We'll have both boys and girls games at Senior High, and we'll have boys and girls games for you at Grand Island Central Catholic. Our peak performances of the week, we have 2 young men we're going to honor, and we'll get certificates to them. Creighton Burr from Donovan Trumbull. This is kind of a holdover. I'm kind of doing some catch-up work from the holidays. Against Central City, he had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 8 block shots, and 3 assists. Later, he drove the team bus home, I'm sure. A terrific game from Creighton Burr. That was against Central City in a 71-37 win. And then just this past Friday night, Derek McNeilis, terrific game on the inside against Columbus Lakeview, which was a game that was close the entire throughout the game. 7 points was the greatest margin, and that was early on, an 18-11 lead by Columbus Lakeview. McNeilis, 7 for 10 from the floor. He pulled down 5 rebounds, and he made the pass to Alex Larson, the alley-oop pass that Larson corralled, dropped in the basket for a 53-52 win. So we're going to give Derek McNeilis, for his efforts against Lakeview, a peak performance as well. So that about does it for In the Hoop. Join us next week. Our broadcast is brought to you by Play It Again Sports. I'm George Ayub for TheIndependent.com. Thanks.
Play It Again Sports specializes in baseball, softball, golf, and fitness. Stop in to buy, sell, or trade new and used sports and fitness equipment. Trade in and trade up at Play It Again Sports.